Hey, what's up, family? Come on, man. I love y'all. Y'all already know. I know you love me too. I already know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Cash App, y'all already know. Right there on your screen. If your heart, tells you to do so, it'd be highly appreciated. Yes, it would be. Thank you very much. Woo! Ryan Garcia with the devastating knockout. Ryan Garcia showed a lot of grit. Ryan Garcia is back. Three of the four kings are at the 140 division. Ryan is one of the only ones to have faced any of them. And I wanted to say I'm proud of Ryan Garcia. He did an amazing job tonight. I think where people get things misconstrued, his shoulder roll, he just implemented that, y'all. Like, pump the brakes. This is not nothing he's trying to implement the things he's been working on. You got to give people time to figure stuff out, and it wasn't that bad, to be honest. Everybody else is complaining, but the referee wasn't complaining, so that's why Ryan kept doing it. If the referee's not going to tell him anything, then he's not going to stop doing what he's doing if it's working. It just don't make sense. Even Sean Porter alluded to that. I mean, it's smart. He's going to keep doing it because he, like Ryan said, he was wearing him out. He was letting him throw his shot. He was letting him blow his load. And everybody was, Oscar Duarte looks good. He looks good. He got the momentum until he didn't. And that's what makes Ryan Garcia so dangerous. That's what I wanted to talk about. Y'all see how Oscar Duarte, you didn't see the knockout coming? That's what Ryan is good at. You hear people on YouTube channels and everywhere, they'll tell you it's about the punch you don't see. Ryan's probably the best in that division at that. And we got to give Ryan his credit. A lot of other guys with Oscar Duarte, they wouldn't have stopped him. They might have went to the distance. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and I'm not sure Teofimo Lopez stops Oscar Duarte. I think he does, but I think he don't do it in the 8th round. I think that Teofimo Lopez gets the job done in about the 10th, 11th round, if you feel what I'm saying. 10th round for sure. Because Ryan has something that none of the rest of them possess in the whole division. None of them have one punch knockout power. None of them have one punch. I can drastically change this fight right now. Oscar Duarte was doing good until he wasn't doing good. I even heard some YouTube channels like, "Dag, I didn't even see the punch that Ryan hit him with." That's my point. That's the most dangerous punch in boxing. That's the guy you don't want to fight. That's the guy that is dangerous because you won't see it coming. Then next thing you know, you on the ground. Next thing you know, you Bambi leagues. Next thing you know, you wobbly. Ryan Garcia has put the 140 division on notice. Can Ryan Garcia defense get better? Yes, but I heard Derrick James in the corner and everything that he was telling him. That is something they was working on. And then what Ryan do? He went in there and tried his best to keep his hands up as best as he could because he felt, if you watch, Oscar Duarte was catching him with a few of them leaping right hands. Caught him with a few left hands. That's boxing. And I was impressed that Ryan stood up to it because Oscar Duarte hits like a can. That's one thing he can do. He can punch. Oscar Duarte ain't a guy that just got a whole bunch of losses on his record and was just getting beat up out here. That is not happening. I had a lot of people, shout out to my brother Knockout, who had Ryan Garcia losing this fight. A lot of people had Ryan Garcia possibly getting knocked out in this fight. And then now that didn't happen, they're going to try to change the narrative and say that Oscar Duarte is not that good. We got to stop doing this to boxers. This is why boxing is not going nowhere. This is why boxing is having the trouble it's having. Because we want them to sit up there and make silly arguments that a guy ain't good until he gets beat by somebody. And then now he's not good no more. He was good up until that point, but he's not good now. Ryan Garcia has the things that are probably the most dangerous in boxing to have. He has the speed, he has the size, and he has the strength. And when you have all three of those, if he just gets his defense better, if I'm Ryan, that's all I'm working on is my defense. Because Ryan got pretty good footwork. His footwork's not the problem. The problem is that Ryan, when he leaves himself open, you tangle yourself up that way and it makes your footwork look even worse because now you're off balance. Ryan get a little sharper with his punches, which Derrick James is going to work on because Ryan has good punch placement. He just don't keep his hands up after he throw it all the time. Like Ryan, when you throw a hook, it's okay to keep your other hand by your face when you throw it, sir. The other guy might throw something back. you know. But Ryan was smart, y'all. First 4 rounds, I'm gonna take it to you, show you I can stand there with you. The middle rounds, I'm gonna really get in the pocket with you and show you that you can't hurt me and let you tire yourself out. Because everybody, like, we ain't like Ryan shoulder roll. It ain't about if you like the shoulder roll or not. Are you a referee? Was Oscar Duarte hitting him while he was doing it? No, he was hitting him in the side and the body. People saying he got to stop giving his back to him. No, he don't, because the ref told him the guy to stop hitting him in the back. He just deducting points. No, I don't. I don't have to do any of that. It's on Oscar Duarte to take advantage of this position I'm putting him in. It's not on Ryan Garcia to like. We got to stop this in boxing. You got a referee right there. If the referee is not saying nothing, can none of the rest of us say anything? Yeah, Oscar Duarte, he's pointing. You know what Oscar Duarte could have did, but nobody toward him. When somebody does something like that, instead of you lunging over his back and leaning on him, trying to throw shots, and now you're hitting in the back of the head, how about you take a step backwards and throw this straight? Because while Ryan is leaning to the side, he's going to come back up. And in the midst of him leaning to the side, you act like you're going to give him pressure, back up, throw this straight. His head is right there. It's going to connect with his head as soon as he's coming up. The end of your punch is right, meeting him right there. You got to know what you're doing in there. You know what Oscar Duarte wasn't doing? When Ryan was doing that, he wasn't pushing him. You know, you're allowed to move somebody in the ring. You don't have to just stand there and let them. You could switch your angle. Even Sean Porter was like, man, Duarte got a good angle on you that time. Yeah, he didn't continue to do it. You know what Lomachenko would have been doing? As soon as Ryan would have did that, Lomachenko would have jumped to the other side, reset his feet, and start hitting him from the other side. Not going to stand there and let you. No. And at one time, Ryan bent down too far, where he literally was like putting himself out of position to get hit. The referee came and said, hey, you got to stay up. As long as my lower body is facing you, I could twist and turn my upper body any way I want. Ryan wasn't breaking no rules, is why the referee wasn't saying nothing. But a lot of y'all don't know boxing. You just didn't like the way it looked. He tried to implement something that he just learned in the last few months. And Floyd probably taught him that. And Derek James probably wasn't even teaching him that. So that's something he was learning on the side. But it worked because it did get Oscar Duarte a little tired. It did. It did get him frustrated. It did. And then he got sloppy. And then what Ryan do? He got smart and said, now you so used to me staying in front of you, I'm going to get on my bicycle. Not only now you're frustrated, but now I'm going to really tire you out because now you're looking for the shot because you know you're losing the fight. And as soon as he did that, what Ryan do, y'all? He lunged in, boop, punch he didn't see. You could tell Duarte didn't see it because Duarte was punch drunk. He was shocked he got hit. Like he was shocked, like he just got yes. And a lot of people want to hate on Ryan, and a lot of people don't want to give Ryan his credit. Whether you like Ryan, don't like Ryan, he's probably faster than everybody at 140. He's probably stronger than everybody at 142. And what I'm talking about is pure knockout ability. Sabril Matias and those guys, they will beat you by accumulation of punches. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, they'll beat you by accumulation of punches. They're not hitting you with one punch and now you're on the ground. That's not how they fight. So you go watch their fights, people they have knocked out, they're not hitting them with one shot. Devin Haney did that one time years and years ago. Ryan does this often. One shot kill to Luke Campbell. One shot kill to Oscar Duarte. Even Tank Davis didn't like the pressure that Ryan Garcia was putting on him because Tank is used to pressure. He's just not used to nobody being that fast with the pressure. That's why Tank was like, man, I got to counter this. At the minute he dropped his head, I'm putting my left hand right in his face. I'm telling y'all because I watch boxing. Do Ryan Garcia have a lot of things he could work on? Yes. Is he the most polished? No. But I know another fighter that's not the most polished or any of that, and it's Deontay Wilder. Ryan Garcia is more polished than Deontay Wilder, people. I hope y'all know that. Ryan Garcia is more polished than Deontay Wilder. But they both share one thing in common, y'all. Don't get hit with that one punch. Oh yeah, y'all, Ryan knocked him out with his left hand this fight. He didn't knock him out with the right hand. He knocked him out with the left tonight. Another punch he didn't see. Ryan has very twitchy muscles the same way a Deontay Wilder does, where it's like you just don't see it coming. It came and you, how Deontay Wilder knocked out that last guy he fought, he just tapped him and he went to bed. All Ryan did was tap Deontay chin. Now, he was catching Deontay a lot with that punch, and I was kept saying, he keep getting hit like that, he's going to go out. That's what I was thinking the whole time. This fight went exactly how I told people it was going to go. So don't tell me I'm foreshadowing. No, this fight went exactly how I told people it would go. Yes, Ryan could get better with his defense. But that's really my only problem with Ryan is his defense. And after he throw punches, he leave his chin in the air a lot. But you know who else does that? Leave their head on the line after they throw punches and lean straight back. Shakur Stevenson, but he's a defensive master. So everybody has flaws, y'all, is what I'm saying. Every boxer. My question is why 140 is on notice, and I'm asking, is Ryan Garcia the best at 140? The reason why I'm asking that is because do the other fighters will they be able to take advantage of Ryan's defense? Because what Ryan does good, they got to still deal with that. It offsets what they're trying to do to Ryan. So yes, he don't have the best defense. Last time I checked, none of them other guys at 140 got the best defense neither. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Regis Prograis, Real Matias, name them. Defense is not their strong suit. That's not their best attribute. But when they punching and trying to take advantage of what Ryan doesn't do well, which I would say is his defense, right? Are they going to be able to take what Ryan throwing back? Because Ryan is a quick thrower. He's throwing. You could say whatever you want to say about Ryan. What you can't say is that he's not going to throw punches back. And he's not going to be accurate with them. And they're not going to be fast and strong. And you're not going to feel them. Ryan does a good job, y'all, at making people hesitant on coming to get him. Even Gervonta Davis was on his back foot against Ryan. He wasn't trying to come get him. From what I'm telling y'all, he knew he couldn't just do that. Or he would have got knocked out. So it sounds good in theory. I know a lot of y'all in my comment section going to be talking y'all stuff, and I love it. It sounds good in theory. But you got to be able to get to the target. The problem is Ryan Garcia is like that dinosaur. Remember that dinosaur back in the day, y'all, that had all the spikes on his back? It couldn't do too much else, but it had the spikes on his back. You can attack it. Ryan Garcia is like a porcupine. You can attack him. He don't have the best defense. He's open for attack. The problem is, what do you get in return? And as Oscar Duarte seen tonight, you get a bunch of needles in your face. And he got that needle in his face and he went down. And then he tried to act like he was going to get up. He quit. He could have got up. He didn't want no more of Ryan. He didn't want no more of that. From what I'm telling y'all, I'll keep coming in until I can't. Until now, I'm worried about what he's throwing back. Because he's been first to the punch all night. I'm not so sure these other guys can be first to the punch against Ryan. That's my thing. I'm not so sure these other guys are going to be first to the punch against Ryan Garcia. I am not so sure about that. We'll see. And to be honest, unless you got real power, then Ryan not being that good at defense is not going to help you when he's hitting you. You're hitting him, but he's eating it. But you're not going to eat what he's throwing. And that's anybody in the division. Ryan Garcia can knock out any of them. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger. Those three are facts. So, bro, when T is a knockout, I don't know, but Teofimo Lopez, you don't know boxing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They beat you from an accumulation of punches. So that don't mean that they're that strong. They're just good attackers, and they're strong enough to get you out of here if they keep hitting you. Ryan Garcia could not hit you all fight, hit you one time, you're on the floor. Ryan Garcia could be losing a fight, hit you one time, you start wobbling, get you out of there. That's actual power, strength, explosiveness. So yes, Ryan Garcia has put the 140 division on notice. And I'm not sure that Ryan Garcia is not the best person in that 140 division. I am not sure about that. I have Sabril Matias being the best person in that division right now. But Ryan, damn sure they're going to have to take it from him and prove it. Because that boy got rockets in his arm. And he will use them. And as you see, you could be doing good until you're not. Everybody got a game plan until they get hit in the face. Great win by Ryan Garcia. You need to get right back in the gym immediately. Work on keeping that chin in the air. Work on your shoulder roll. Do some more time with Floyd Mayweather's. And if I was you, I would just strictly go on your offense wasn't a problem. Work on throwing punches while you're moving. Ryan didn't, he was moving well. I like the way he was running around the ring the last couple rounds. I liked how he was moving. He looked good doing it. But you got to throw while you're doing that too, Ryan. He got to learn that. Your next training camp, that's all I would focus on. Ryan, if you become a B level defense, if you become a B at those things that you are deficient at, my guy, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if anybody could beat Ryan Garcia at 140. They got to show me. Because if he gets better defensively, they are all in trouble. If Ryan Garcia continues to get better and better and better and got Derrick James in his corner, supporting him, really supporting him the way he was doing tonight, y'all want to deal with Ryan Garcia, man. Whether y'all want to, whether y'all want to hear it or not, this is the truth. Y'all already know what this is. Deem by any means. Hit that Cash App and holla at your boy, man. I appreciate every last single one of y'all. And I know a lot of y'all not going to agree. I don't care. Holla at me.